The monsters. Monsters don't fit in. They don't play nice. They don't follow the rules society laid out for them because they were never meant to. Monsters are built in the dark, forged in fire, and sharpened by every single scar they've ever earned. Monsters don't care about what's comfortable or easy. Monsters care about survival. Monsters care about power. Monsters care about proving every damn person wrong who ever doubted them. They will call you the villain, and in their eyes, you will be a blight upon their world. Let them speak their venomous words and cast their judgments. Let them write you into their stories as the dark shadow that moves against the light. For to be the villain is to accept the role no one else will play, to step into the abyss and emerge unbroken. It is to see the beauty in your own darkness and refuse to be diminished by their desperate need for heroes. In your defiance, there is a power they cannot comprehend, a refusal to conform, to silence the chaos that burns within you. Life's about learning to dance in the rain. When life hits you, you've got two choices: crumble or stand tall and smile. Pain is inevitable. It's the universal constant in the equation of existence. Pain is not just a curse, but a blessing in disguise. Every moment of suffering is an opportunity to forge your spirit into something unbreakable. Smile at the pain. Sounds crazy, right? But there's power in that madness. The power to take control, to own your suffering, and to transform it into strength. When you smile at the pain, you're not denying its existence. You're staring it down and saying, is that all you've got? You see, we all have a monster inside of us. It's that part of us that refuses to quit, that pushes through the pain, that thrives in the face of adversity. But most people are too scared to let that monster out. They're afraid of what it might do, of how it might change them. But I'm here to tell you that it's time to stop being afraid. It's time to embrace that monster. It's time to become a monster. The bubble of mediocrity is a prison, and you're its willing inmate. It's time to break out. Enough is enough. You can't become a monster by staying in your comfort zone. You have to push yourself to the limit, and then push even further. You have to do the things that scare you, the things that make you uncomfortable, the things that make you want to quit, because that's where the real growth happens. That's where you find out what a monster you are. There's a beast inside you, a monster that's hungry, that's waiting, that's clawing at the walls of your comfort zone, screaming to get out. But you keep it locked up. You keep it chained because you're scared. Scared of failure. Scared of looking stupid. Scared of pain. But you know what's scarier than all that? Waking up 10 years from now and realizing you wasted your potential. Realizing that the life you're living is not the life you wanted. That's the real nightmare. Turn the beast mode on. Enough of this soft, weak mentality. If you want to be strong, then stop running from the hard shit. Stop looking for the easy way out. There is no easy way. There is no shortcut. If you want to change, you have to do the work. Not just the work you feel like doing. Not just the work that's convenient. The hard work. The work that makes you want to quit. The work that makes you question why you even started. Look at yourself. Take a good, hard look in the mirror. What do you see? Are you proud of that person staring back at you? Or are you filled with regret, with shame, with all the missed opportunities and half-assed attempts? This isn't about being perfect. This isn't about being the best. This is about being relentless. This is about refusing to settle. Every time you hit that snooze button, every time you skip that workout, every time you make an excuse, you're letting that beast die a little more. If they want to call you a monster, fine. Give them a monster. But don't just be any monster. Be the monster they're afraid of. Be the one who gets back up when they've knocked you down 1,000 times. Be the one who thrives in the chaos they try to drown you in. Be the one who feeds off their hate, who turns their fear into fuel. You see, people fear what they can't control. They fear what they don't understand. When they look at you, all they see is what they can't handle, what they can't dominate, what they can't break. And that scares them. That makes them tremble in their boots, because deep down, they know that no matter how hard they try to hold you down, you'll always rise. You'll always find a way to keep going. And that's what a real monster does. A real monster doesn't sit there and cry because someone called them names. A real monster doesn't whine about how unfair life is. A real monster takes that pain, that anger, that frustration, and channels it into something unstoppable. If you want to be unstoppable, then you've to embrace the monster inside you. Don't run from it. Don't hide from it. Don't be ashamed of it. Own it. Let it out. Let it tear down the walls that have been built around you. Let it break every chain, shatter every limit, destroy every obstacle in your way. The world will try to shape you into something it can understand, but you are the thing that resists, the thing that will not bend to fit the mold. It is a dangerous thing to be the villain. It is to stand on the edge of the world and look down into the black maw of the unknown, knowing that the fall will not break you. It is to hold the blade to your own chains and sever them, to bleed for your freedom and call it sacred. The villain is the one who dares to break the silence, who shatters the stillness with the raw truth of their existence. They will call you mad, they will call you cruel, but they cannot see the fire that burns in your eyes, a fire that refuses to die, no matter how they try to extinguish it. Remember, every titan, every champion, every man you admire has faced their own demons. They've been knocked down, counted out, and left for dead. But what did they do? They smiled at the pain. They laughed in the face of adversity and used their scars as testimony. You see, pain is a teacher. It's a mentor that forces you to grow. Without it, you remain comfortable, complacent, and just another face in the crowd. But with it, you transform. You become a force of nature, a warrior with a will of iron. Then stop running from the pain. Embrace it. Let it teach you. Let it mold you. Because the person who can smile at the pain, who can laugh in the face of adversity, is the person who can achieve anything. Most people are just going through the motions, living life like they're sleepwalking. They hit snooze on the alarm, drag themselves out of bed, go to a job they hate, and then come home to a life that's barely better than a prison. They're soft, weak. They're afraid of pain, afraid of failure, afraid of stepping out of the comfort zone. And that fear is killing them slowly, one day at a time. If you want to become a monster, then you need to stop being so damn soft. You need to embrace the pain, the struggle, the grind. You need to find that fire inside of you and let it burn away all the excuses, all the weakness, all the fear, because that's what it takes to become a monster. The truth about being a monster is that it isn't about hurting others. It's about refusing to let others hurt you. It's about being so damn tough, so damn relentless, that nothing and no one can break you. They might chip away at you. They might try to wear you down. But you're made of something stronger. You're made of something they'll never understand. So, when they call you a monster, smile. Smile because they just handed you the greatest weapon you could ever have. Smile because they have no idea what they've unleashed. Smile because you know what's coming next. You're going to give them a monster. Monsters don't fear the dark. They are the dark. They don't shy away from pain. They embrace it. They don't avoid challenges. They seek them out. Because that's how you grow. That's how you get stronger. That's how you become the kind of monster who doesn't just survive, but thrives. Think about all the times you were down, all the times you thought it was over, all the times you wanted to quit, and then think about the fact that you're still here. You're still breathing, still fighting, still standing. That's the monster in you. That's the part of you they can't kill, the part of you they can't touch. So let them talk, let them judge, let them try to put you in a box, to label you, to define you. Because at the end of the day, they don't matter. Their words don't matter. The only thing that matters is what you do. The only thing that matters is how you respond. You've got a choice. You can let their words break you, or you can use them to build something indestructible. You can let their doubts crush you, or you can let them fuel your fire. You can be what they want you to be, a victim, a failure, a nobody, or you can be what you were always meant to be, a force of nature, a beast, a damn monster. Heroes are born of obedience, of playing a part in a story already written. But you, the villain, are something different. You are the one who writes in blood and ash, who carves your own name into the bones of the world. You are not concerned with being understood, with being loved. You do not live for their applause, and that is why they fear you. For you are free in a way they will never be, unburdened by the weight of their expectations. The villain does not seek permission. The villain claims what is theirs by right. They will speak of you as if you are the darkness itself, as if your very existence threatens the fragile light they cling to. The villain knows that what they call darkness is simply the world stripped bare, the world in its purest, most honest form. And so you walk unafraid into that night, for you know it is where you truly belong. You will find a strange kind of freedom in the role they assign you, a freedom that comes from embracing your own nature without shame. Let them call you wicked. Let them paint you in the deepest blacks, because you are not made of their fragile notions of good and evil. You are something else entirely. You are the wolf's howl at the moon, the serpent's unblinking gaze. You are the fire's crackle and roar as it devours the old and makes way for the new. The villain is not defined by their hatred. The villain is defined by their refusal to be bound. Smile, not because it's easy, but because it's the hardest thing you can do. Smile, because in that moment, you're taking all the pain, all the hardship, and turning it into fuel for your journey. You see, darkness is not the absence of light. It's the presence of a challenge. And you are the light. You're the beacon in the storm, the fire in the night. You're the one who can take the darkness and turn it into a story of triumph. So, go ahead, smile at the pain. Let it know you're not afraid. Let it know that you're coming for everything it said you couldn't have. And when you've reached the top, when you've achieved your impossible dream, you'll look back at the path you've walked, at the pain you faced, and you'll realize that it was all worth it. Because in the end, the pain is not just a test of your endurance. It's the maker of legends. And you are on your way to becoming one. Being a monster means waking up every single day and deciding that you're going to give everything you've got. No matter how you feel, no matter what's going on in your life, no matter how many times you failed before, looking in the mirror and saying, I will not be average. It's about pushing yourself to go through hell. It's about refusing to be average, refusing to be just another face in the crowd. You've got to be relentless. When you're tired, push harder. When you're in pain, keep going. When you feel like you've got nothing left, dig deeper, because that's where greatness is found. It's not in the easy moments, the comfortable moments. It's in the moments when you're ready to give up, but you choose to keep fighting. It's going to break you down. But that's the point. That's how you grow. That's how you become stronger. You've got to embrace the suck, lean into the pain, and use it to fuel your fire. Every day, you have a choice. You can choose to be average, to be weak, to be comfortable. Or you can choose to be a monster. You can choose to push yourself beyond your limits, to face your fears head on, to embrace the pain and use it to become stronger. You can choose to be relentless, to never give up, to never settle for anything less than your best. You see, monsters aren't born, they're made. They're forged in the fires of adversity, in the crucible of pain and struggle. They're built, one day at a time, one decision at a time, one moment at a time. And it starts with you, right here, right now. Stop making excuses. Stop being afraid. Stop being weak. It's time to rise up, to take control of your life, to become the monster you were meant to be.